Okay. Let's see if everyone can find us now. Are you telling them?
I just said we're trying to get back on.
Tell them we
There
are.
we are.
But we're on another. You're going to have to kick off and start over again. See if anyone finds us. There we go. There's one. Who is it? Okay, Charlie and Diane made it. They're back. Yeah, we just, boom, it just went blank, man. I don't know what causes that, but it sure is irritating.
Yeah. I don't know if we're back in the regular.
We got 4 now.
We are.
6. Okay, they must have set out another thing, right?
Well, the feed is still. Oh no, wait, that's starting over. Hi.
There we go.
Upcoming.
Back on. Yay, hey, again. Hello again. Yeah, we were just sitting here and all of a sudden, gone. I think Darla's blocking the signal or something. Huh. Richard White, hey.
I can't even find us.
That's because you're on the old one. You need to get off of that, and then you'll get it.
Okay, where's the new one? Show me. Where is it?
You have to start all over again, like
where is it? Where is that? It? Is that what you titled it?
What's up to?
This was 6 days ago. Is that it? That's the only one I have.
It's called What's Up To.
I don't have that one. Bummer.
You should be able to.
Got it.
Yeah, like you have to kill it and then start over again, it looks like. Where did Cindy go? Was Cindy on there?
She was.
Oh, yeah? Main home of channel, yeah. Jim Jendek is here.
Huh?
You were there. I don't think he was here on the other one unless he didn't say nothing.
Good evening, Jim. Oh, didn't see that name before.
Yeah. Ron Darrell's here this time. Hi, Ron. We need to get together and you can show me how we can bring people up, and I'll just bring all these people that are on here up. How many can you have? I think it's what, 4 or something? 100K, yeah, good luck. We're trying to get the 5 grand, 5,000 right now. Yeah, we'll keep plugging at it. Maybe someday. Never know.
Well, when we lose our viewers on a live.
There's Patty. She's there.
Hey, Patty. Hey, Ron Darrell.
Yeah.
Free version, I think, is 6.
Yeah, where you can bring people on, and there'll be 6 people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But works best with 3, yeah. 2 or 3, 2 people.
Ron, yeah, I made it.
Well, just
how many did we have before we?
Over 30.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were being very entertaining tonight, I think.
You and 2. Yeah.
Yeah. I just have to be able to get up in the morning and beautification myself.
Lonely Hitchhiker can't back. Yay.
Okay. Yeah, we were waiting for you. We didn't want to start again. All right. Well, we're back, and I don't know if
everybody
anyone
just gave us thumbs up, and then we went away.
If anyone wants to shoot us a question or anything, you tried to answer it. Apparently, what's weird is around here, there's back to the car thing, there's a lot of people that are selling cars, huh? He just there's one guy who had 3 vehicles in the next town south of us, and there's a guy in Mina. He'll put 1 or 2 out there every once in a while. I don't know where he gets them. We just bought off of a lot, and this guy, he's right there in the midst of that chop shop land, and he said that he'd wholesale cars to us. So, because basically that's what we did. He was asking 10 grand for it. So if you put her on cam waking up, yeah. Well, she wakes up like she's one of these type of people. If God had wanted her to get up really early in the morning, when the sun comes up, the sun would be coming up around noon. So she likes to sleep until at least 7:30 or 8 o'clock.
I didn't used to.
I was up at 4:30 this morning.
That's because he goes to bed at 7:30 at night.
I'm not mad. It's a dog.
It is a dog.
He goes in there and he makes a big
ruckus.
He makes all this noise. He's barking and doing all this stuff. Then he comes back out here and he taps me on the leg. Come on, it's time to go to bed. And I was like, dude, the sun's still out.
But you know Pavlov's dog? That's Bill.
What?
As soon as Cage starts doing certain things that Bill can hear, his mind clicks into, man, I'm really tired.
Yeah. And then he'll lay down next to me over here for about maybe 10 minutes.
Or sit there and just
and then he'll go, heck with you, and he just goes back in. And I like to go.
Hey, Ben Simmons, welcome.
Yeah, hey. Well, we're getting some new people now. He likes I like to. We have a police scanner. Got that for my birthday. I used to always have one of mine. I tried to have it fixed, and they couldn't fix it. So we're like $400 now.
We did. Our last one had seizures real bad. And we had one, our first one, when our kids were little, she had seizures too. They're not
Yeah,
good.
so did Butchie boy, but right at the end of his life.
Yeah, but our last one, he had seizures probably for the last 5 or 6 years of his life. It was not fun.
Richard, it is the dog. it is the dog. I'm telling you, he drags me in there, and then I get in there, and it's like I turn the police scanner on, and I'll lay on my side, and we're back to back. He just loves to lay like that, and we're out.
Oh no, Rocky's too young to have one.
Rocky had a seizure? When did that happen? Was
that the first time?
He just had one.
Yeah.
Well, what was that stuff?
Hey, Rhonda Cooper.
What was that stuff?
The vet put our dog on seizure medication, but I can't remember the name of it for nothing now.
It started with an A.
Apoquel, but that was for his skin.
Oh, okay.
It was for seizures.
He doesn't have like skin problems or anything like that, does he?
His turning here, Jason says 5 minutes ago. Hey, I don't like hearing that.
Well, he's a baby.
Yeah, but Maggie, the first one she had, she was only like 4 or 5 months old.
The secret is to feed him crap. He had ribeye tonight. We kind of celebrated everything, and the other day we were at Wally World, bought a couple of ribeyes.
Oh, he's nearly 2.
Oh, okay. Well, that's still a baby.
Yeah, I hate that.
So we had barbecued corn on the cob, baked potato, and 2 ribeyes. We don't normally do that too often. But.
Is that the first seizure he's had, Ron?
That sucks. I hope everyone knows Ron Darrell Adventures.
Yeah.
He has a talk show on YouTube. So.
And Rhonda, yeah, we're doing fine.
He's great. A celebrity.
Glad you're on here.
So I usually go on whenever I see Ron on, I'll go on for, 15, 20 minutes or something if I can.
3-1.
What?
3-1. Ron had a black and tan dog for 17 years. He ate what we ate.
Yeah. Well, the veterinary goes, oh my God. I go, the dog food that you buy for them it's like eating cardboard. And the only trouble with
Hey, Terry.
yesterday, of course, we had that stupid car. We drove 74 miles to get I got a shake and she got a little tiny ice cream, and he got a hamburger patty and French fries. Yeah, puppy patty. I ate some of his fries, but he ate dinner. We just had a snack, so it was just too fun to drive that car.
And it just goes and goes and
Yeah.
goes. Our dog was initially on phenobarbital, but that changed to different meds because highly controlled. Can't remember what the other one was. Yeah, I can't remember either. And it seems to me like whatever you guys said Jeff was on was what our map was on, but I can't remember the name of it for nothing.
Well, it's too bad. We have a good vet here. She's not real hip on us feeding them what we eat, but she's pretty awesome with them. And we spent the whole day outside today, pretty much.
And here they're using some kind of epilepsy in animals. Don't know how reliable it is. Canada country.
Well, you know what, Ron? One of the things about the Boston Terriers anymore is the better looking they are. I mean, the more bulldogish they look, they tend to, their genetics are kind of wacky. Because our last dog, I mean, he looked like he was a prize looking bulldog, but he lived to be 10 years old. He had a lot of problems.
I really think though that they inbred him brother to mother.
Yeah, so
it was enough. But anyway, and
surprising he wasn't from Arkansas.
The seizures, I mean, they're okay after they come out of it. I don't know. Our Mac, he would get like really sleepy and he'd just want to sleep for hours.
Well, KG does that too, and he didn't have seizures. But KG is got more terrier in him. And, the actual original terrier, the Boston Terrier was the first production dog in the United States where they actually bred them to be what they are. And the terrier part of the dog is obsolete. They don't have it. So they've been playing around with it a little bit, but his mama was black and white and had kind of a snout and everything to her. And his daddy was red and white and was a really good looking dog. But
he looks like his mom, but he acts like his dad.
Yeah, Cooper. So let's see if we can zoom in on him. KG, want to go see Elias? There he is.
We woke you up to say hi to the people.
Say hi to Rocky.
Go back night-night. Good boy.
Yeah, he doesn't like the car that much, so.
No, because he can't sit between both of us. Because when he travels with us, he'll stand up, sitting down. He'll sit up and look around a little bit, and then he just goes conk, and he crashes on our arm, either me or Bill, and that's how he likes to travel. But he can't touch us when he's in the back.
We have we have a two-door Dodge Ram, and there's like a big console armrest, and then I set like a file cabinet behind that with a pillow on it, and then we put a bed on it. And he loves being right there. And he'll lean on Darla for a while, and then he'll come over and he'll lean on me, And then when I'm trying to shift and stuff, he's got his arm. He's laying on my arm. He loves the truck. That's his truck. That's our car. So, but he doesn't want to stay, so he'll go. But we fold the seats, fold down in the back, and we put him right there. But he's still behind our seats where he's used to being actually right next to us. So
I can't say the name of that medication, Mark. Levette, Cheers, you know, I don't know. And yeah, we do. We get our hearts all invested in these little four-legged furry bodies. They're awesome.
yeah, well, we've had
That's the med. Oh.
we actually had a female that had puppies. We got 3 puppies.
Rocky stands on the console as long as Ron's driving, he says.
Yeah, they love to go bye-bye. Oh, look at the ears. One thing about Cage though is he has the best looking ears of any Boston we've ever had. So
our last one ear stood up and the other one never did. But he had such bad yeast infections in his ears he started manifesting all his sicknesses and stuff when he was 3 months old. Up until then, he was okay, and he didn't start having seizures till he was like 4.
He was actually a shop dog. He went to work with us every day, and he hung out. And I'm telling you, these guys would ride up on these bikes, 5 or 6 motorcycles would ride in, and no problem. But when we were driving the motorhome or the pickup, and I'd hit the little on the side of the road, he'd freak out, man. This guy here, he's
nothing in the motorhome bugs him because he was raised in it.
Yeah, he grew up in the motorhome and riding in the truck, and you drive by him on a bike, he freaks out. But
I think
Mac used to ride on the bike with me, so
Mac was, I want to say 5 or 6 when we took him in the motorhome. So
yeah,
all he ever really knew was the shop and riding back and forth in the pickup to the house.
He knew his boundaries at the shop. He always his little defiant thing was to go from the shop around in through the door into the office and back around. He knew that he wasn't supposed to cross this line, but he just kind of snooped. Although one time they found him at the restaurant.
Yeah, but that was when he was a puppy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the restaurant owner calls up and she's like, John, Mac's over here. And I was like, what? He was like, probably like 6 months old. Little tiny thing, you know?
And he was one of those Bostons that if you yelled at him, then he did never do it again.
Never again.
Now, Cage, nah. No. In fact, that's what I'm saying. We scream at him all the time out here in the yard. And today I just let him go. Whatever you want to do, except for when he gets close to the road. And he was really good. He stayed right here.
He's been out for a couple hours by that time, too. He got tired of running around.
Yeah.
Carmelo's mom is going to make chicken livers. You guys.
Yeah. You know,
he's laying in front of the AC, Ron says.
Yeah, I took a
Sherry
tour pack.
Are you keeping the car now?
Who wants to know?
Sherry Brent.
Well, for a while anyway. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. You know, the thing. I don't know. The thing is if we can find some, I'm looking for another one. Whichever one's better.
Like John
I'll
said,
sell one.
That was Oscar. He loved to ride.
Yeah.
I think Oscar probably had more miles than any dog I have ever known.
Yeah. Well, he's a truck driving dog.
He's a good boy. At first, I didn't like all the white on his face. Now I like it. Yeah, I mean, the characters in the oddities, you know, like our little guy that we raised our kids with, Butchie, he had, I always called it a vacuum handle. His little tail went like this, and it just looked like a vacuum handle.
That was his person. We called it his personality.
Yeah, they're not supposed to have tails, but that was his personality. And he had a lot of white in his face, too.
I don't know if they do it anywhere else in the country, but there used to be a thing in California every year called the Boston Tea Party, and I'm telling you, Mac had no tail at all, nothing. In fact, I think it was in Denver, and he came in second place on the no
There was
tail.
a little girl doggy, and her did go in. It was like she had a little divot where her tail should have been.
And yeah, Mac was cocoa brown, gold, and white. He was or tan and white. He was really pretty, really a pretty boy, and he had that big bulldog face. Where this guy, he's got a bulldog face, but just not like Rocky's got the big head, you know.
RV Bandwagon says riders here listening to your dog tails. Carmelo doesn't like canned food anymore.
Oh yeah.
Oscar marked all the 48 lower states, saw both oceans in the Gulf. Yep.
Well,
Rocky hasn't been fixed.
Yeah, don't bring him around here because she's a great neuterer. She had me neutered. She wants everybody neutered, all the males neutered. she makes me wear a dress, you know. Huh?
Just for me.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I used to be such a manly guy, and then
then he got old.
and then first he go, well, we got to get this dog fixed. I'm like, no. And then when we did it and we left, he's like, hey, Dad.
You know what?
Are we forgetting something here?
He puts words in the dog's mouth. The dog was like,
can we go back and pick up my bowl?
And fell asleep.
And then I asked him if I could have them, and they would, no, we don't do that. I go, well, at least he'd have them, you know. We could look at them. So I don't know. Some people say it makes them. Of course, it keeps them from wandering, I guess.
Jason.
Yeah.
Bring Cage here. He can run circles in the yard. He does love that, man. Crazy 8.
That went off the wheel. Oh, mute. Jason, Mellow Cat, and 2 eggs in a basket. They've ridden in the car. They're the only other ones.
They've seen it.
Just us, and we just went. But we had just got it. We hadn't really got a lot of the work done.
We were cleaning it
and stuff. Now the dash all works. It's really cool.
But yeah, you know, John and Patty have a fenced-in yard. He could run his little heart out.
Yeah. Well, he does here too.
Yeah, but
he runs around, and next thing you know, he's out there laid out on that little pad thing we have, and he's like, I've had enough of this.
Hey, guess what, guys?
It's about that time. Well, we spent 5 minutes. Everybody's probably like, I don't care. We're tired of hearing this stuff.
Talking about doggies getting
We talk
fixed.
about whatever people want to talk about.
Well, but no one's asking questions.
Well, I'm people. That's why I say that.
We talk about whatever Bill wants to talk about.
Well, we could talk about fireworks. Yeah, it's from the wax.
Yeah.
There's this. There used to be this wax called Astro Shield, and it was the most awesome stuff on the planet.
Well, they still make it.
And I had a half a can, and it was all separated. And then there's another guy that supposedly got the formula from the original guy that designed it, and that guy died, and the guy's wife just sold it all off to somebody, but didn't know the formula, and this guy got it. I actually bought some of it off of him. Well, today I was down to the point where I mixed where it was separated and everything. Darla was having to sit there and shake the can like this. So I used to have a paint shaker, and well, that thing, you put it in there in about 15 minutes, it'd be done, you know.
Ron says you're getting my chat, never know what's coming next.
Yeah.
And Jason says, stop on by, Cage will chase the deer.
I don't know. I don't know whether he would or not.
I don't know what he'd do either.
We were at that car lot. They had a dog that had came there,
A junkyard dog.
A junkyard dog, and I was walking outside, and this dog comes over and goes after him, and he's ready to fight, man, and I'm spinning him around, and the kid comes running out, and he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry." I said, "Hey, this dog, they're not wimps, man. I never seen them fight, but I know what they can do. When I was a kid, I had one of these things. He killed everything in the neighborhood."
Rough. We enjoy it. My dad always thought Michelin's were the best tires. I wonder if Continental tires are nearly as good but cheaper than Michelin.
Well, the ones we got on their Mohawk
On the car?
on the car, Mohawk crossovers, they're made in England.
I think it's hard to beat Michelin tires, although they are expensive.
You know what? I had Michelin tires on the truck when we bought it, and then we got stuck at a Walmart, and I put Generals on the back because you came out and you go, "Hey, wow, is that supposed to be showing the?"
The metal was
Yeah.
sticking out.
So we put, and those Generals, man, those things did not last.
We had a
And now we got
bad
BF
few years
Goodrich
with
on
those.
there, and
Cooper's a really good
you know,
tire.
what I
Cooper?
found is that I had a guy.
Coopers?
Yeah, they're good tires. A guy, when I was having medical issues, I had, because people that, you guys that are full time RVers that tow vehicles, you got to know that, like mine, the speedometer doesn't read, so I watch the speedometer on the motorhome and how many miles I have on the truck. And you got about every 150,000 miles, you need to replace all those wheel bearings, axle bearings, U joints, all that kind of stuff. You've got to replace because that stuff is all working while you're driving. And apparently the guy didn't get those axle bearings on the one side and right. They kept burning tires off on the right rear. And I had a guy do a four-wheel alignment on it. And he says, something's off here. And he goes, "It's in the back. I can't do anything with it." So when we went to go for your mom when she was having her problem, I had a guy that used to work with me at Cadillac. I was his service manager, and he was my tranny guy. And he's done a lot of work.
That doesn't sound right anymore.
Yeah, he was a tranny. Anyway, I called him up. I said, "Hey," he had put it. That truck had 271 gears in the rear when I bought it, and we put that Lance camper on it. We got stuck on a hill one day, and he had to block traffic so I could back down. So I had him put 392s in the rear end, and that made that truck 1,000 times better. So I talked to him. It was starting to get a little whiny. So he took it and he put all new bearings in it, new axle bearings, everything. And he goes, "Have you been having a problem with tires and stuff?" And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Well, someone put this axle bearing on the right side, put it in wrong. And we haven't had a problem with tires burning anymore since he did it." So he's a really good mechanic, good friend.
Cooper, okay, I will not
Transmission
buy
guy.
Coopers for an RV, Jason said.
I don't know about an RV. I run Toyos on this, although we had one below.
Yeah.
But it was 6 years old. So
yes, Amanda, transmission guy, not a tranny guy.
Yeah, transmission.
Ron wants to know, are we going to the quartzite thing this year?
Well, I'm hoping. I don't know. If we're not working, I'm not going because it's just. I mean, it's 1,500 miles one way.
So with the cost of fuel being what it is.
Yeah, it's over $5, and for diesel, it's almost. I think it's close to $6 a gallon out there now. Gasoline is over $5 a gallon part of the way. Out there in California, I don't know about the rest of the way, but I mean, we're spoiled around here. Gas is well, it's gone up now, but it was got up to 3.90. But you can still find it if you drive a little further. You can find it for 3.25 a gallon. So,
transmission guys are always so geared up. Ron says he's going this year, and then Jason said, "Hope no one clipped that."
Yeah. Well, we were working on the truck today. After we did the car, we were cleaning it all out inside.
Bill ran out of steam.
Mechanically, it's. I keep the oil changed.
Detailed it because it needed some love.
Yeah, I'm gonna change oil on the car. It's got a deal. It'll tell you when it's time. It's got like 20% left before it needs to have the oil changed. But I'm gonna
change it.
Then
he'll have to figure out how to reset that.
Running Coopers on my Camaro.
Oh yeah, Ron said something about way up here. Let me find it.
You know what? We had a Chrysler 300. It had Continentals on it.
Oh, Ron said got a 2011 Camaro SS2RS 50,000 miles garage cap. Never seen winter for sale. Red with black stripes loaded.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
2000.
Running Coopers on my Camaro, Continentals on my Cadillac. The Continentals all, to me, seem like a rough ride.
You know, originally when we were going to do this, I was looking for Corvettes. I like Corvettes. Cadillacs, Mustangs, but
all the fast cars.
All the old cars. Yeah. But these guys with these Corvettes are extremely proud of them, or the cars are really wasted. So.
And they still want a pretty penny for them.
Yeah. So. These SR.
We got a video coming out tomorrow.
Do we really?
We went to the Wilhelmina 49th annual Hot Rod Show.
Yeah.
So, and then we also did
that got cut
montage.
Short though because of Mr. Pant.
Yeah, he got really hot. He like almost got.
I had to carry him back to the truck.
But anyways, and then the tail end of it, we did like a kind of a montage of his family's driving. It was more for our posterity than anything, but you guys might enjoy seeing it too.
Yeah, and then you're working on another one
from the car.
Getting the car. Whether one more, well, you mix two. That's what it is. Put two together. We try to make long videos. It's hard to make a 20-minute video out of 8 minutes worth of content. So, but we got cameras rolling all the time we're driving too.
Mm-hmm.
Did you put that where the guy?
Not in that one. I'll put it in the car one, probably.
Or you could do a short.
That was like 2 seconds.
This guy, we were coming home, and
you know, it's when you see somebody get busted for being an idiot on the road, it just makes you feel so good because so much of the time they act a fool and nobody's around, or if the cops are there, they just like, what? I didn't see anything, and they just keep driving by.
Well, usually, here comes a Texan, but this guy was a Texan, and he comes right. I mean, I don't know how he could get any closer or not pass me underneath. And I mean, and he just stayed on me and stayed on me and stayed on me. And I was afraid to touch the brakes or anything. So we went through this little town, 35 miles an hour. And man, he blazed around me and he took off down the road, just hauling butt. He disappeared. And we were coming down the road. The state trooper had him over, man.
Yep.
So he got it.
The Connies are harder composition rubber and sidewall.
Ron's got 355 gears. Okay.
That sounds fun, but I'm only interested in if they've got hot girls standing by the cars. There, I said it.
What?
Ruben. She says that sounds fun, but I'm only interested if they have hot girls standing by the cars. There, yeah. I said it.
So you had 355 gears. Is that what you're saying? 355 gears? Or what? Well, it's 3.55.
Oh, fuel.
Oh, 355. Okay, fuel. Well, ours was higher.
We were talking about the video that's coming out tomorrow, and he said a break from taping and mudding. Amanda says, LOL, Ruben, whatever works for you. taping and mudding. I need to do a bunch of that. Yeah, you do, John. Yeah, you do. Ron, Bill, you sound like me. If I had all the cars I've had, sure wouldn't have any money problems. And that's the truth.
Yeah.
And then
One of my favorite cars was that little Pinto we had.
Mountain Laurel says it's $349. Where are you, Mountain Laurel? Obviously East Coast, I think. For sure. Pintos, you said?
What, the little brown Pinto? That was a fun car to drive.
Fast.
It was really fast. I worked at Ford, and this one guy that worked there, he bought it brand new and took it right into the service department, wrote a motor making noise, and back then Ford had Spearco racing for the Pintos, and he put Spearco everything in that little car. And man, was it quick! It rev almost 10,000 RPM.
You guys seem like you're all dog lovers, so I got to show you this.
Gagey's ears are up.
Those are John's two doggies. They're crazy. They sing like that all the time. I had to show them off, John. They're cute.
Mount Laurel, near Asheville, North Carolina. Our son is in Belmont, North Carolina.
Yeah. Asheville, North Carolina, that's for sure. Okay, yeah. We had a Pinto when I was a kid. It was silver with red interior. Amanda says.
Well, this one was a 72 or 73. It was a 73. 73. Yeah. And it had all this racing equipment. The problem is it kept blowing the transmission up. And I finally figured out it was like a defect in that and when you slam that third gear from second to third real hard, it would get in two gears, and when you let the clutch out, it just grenade the transmission. And I go to a shop and I buy, a remanufactured one, and they give you like a year warranty or whatever. I go through 2 or 3, and then I go back, and they go, just give you your money back. Don't come back. I have to find somewhere else to do the same thing. Back in those days, there were guys that rebuilt them all over.
Lots of trannies.
And I ended up having to take the top off the transmission, and had like these little pins with these blocks, and these pins that go up and down, and then they move these blocks, and that's how it shifts. Can't see it, but anyway, I just actually drilled and tapped and put a plate over that, so because it would come up and it would interlock, and once I did that, then I just blew clutches. But it would come out of the hole.
John and Patty actually were into Pintos at one point.
Yeah, they bought one from you.
Yeah, they were functional cars for the time. RV Davey, hi. How you going to Quartzsite?
Well, that seems to be the big question.
Kind of up in the air, as always.
Kind of I think we will, but it just our friend James is. I haven't heard. I talked to him a couple of days ago, and he said he's supposed to go in tomorrow
to a neurologist.
We're gonna check out his skull and see if he's got a tumor. So he's an old guy. He's in his mid-70s.
Not that old.
73 or 74.
He's not that old.
I know, but I mean,
the closer we get to it, it's like.
I mean, it's not like he's 40 years old.
Yeah,
I mean, he's an older guy, but I mean, he's a big Texan. You just don't.
A lot of you guys have met him.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a really cool guy, and he was an athlete as a kid, and he's just done a lot of stuff, and he's the type of guy that we just love him, man. We go there, we hang out, we get all done doing the show, and then we go eat together. We'll drive to Blythe and all kinds of stuff, man. We just have such a great time with them. And
Ron says, had a lot of hot cars. My favorite was a full-size Jeep Grand Wagoneer with Quadra track.
Oh, yeah.
And Mountain Laurel. We're working on our camper tonight, really wanting to get this project finished up.
What are you doing
40
to it?
is a baby. You got that right. Yeah, what are you guys doing to your camper?
I haven't even started this thing since we've been back. Probably should start it one day.
Probably should.
It always starts, so.
Till it doesn't.
Yeah. It's a diesel. They got fuel, they'll run.
40 is a baby. 50 is a baby.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I've always heard Jeeps are tons of fun, but you have to be ready for wiring electrical problems all the time. What's that restaurant in Yuma? Okay, it's
Sizzler. Oh, no. The fish place.
Mr.
Fish.
Mr. Fish.
Yeah.
We did a video on it, Dave, if you want to.
I actually inherited my dad's 78 Jeep CJ5
Thank
with
you,
a
Rhonda.
304 V8 AMC original motor in it. It's all original, but I don't really have anywhere to work on it because I got to take it all apart.
Ron 77.
It's red, and
you don't look a day over 70, Ron.
Yep. Yeah, I mean the girls are always hitting on him on this channel. So.
Complete rebuild in the camper section. You guys have a channel? We'll watch. We like watching stuff like that.
Yeah, put it on here.
Yeah.
You can share it.
That'd be great.
A lot of people, don't like people to do that, but I
love it.
Yeah, you know what happens is I run out of people to watch all the time. Yeah. Because I get up early in the morning, so of course I have shows I like to watch, but on the weekend, like
the
Saturday and
Yeah,
Sunday.
your Friday shows aren't on.
Yeah,
you had your eyes checked lately. That's one benefit of getting older. You don't hear the negativity because you're deaf, and you don't see the wrinkles because you lose your eyesight.
Well, I'm going blind in this eye, and I can't see out of this one, so I actually have to go in and have my eye checked. It's weird. Everybody's head looks like this wide, so.
Scott Kilmer, you ever watch him?
Scott Kilmer.
He only talks cars, not RVs. Bill watches a bunch of those guys too, but I haven't heard of.
I like D&D Speed Shop. It's this young. He's a young guy. He's probably in his 30s. Canadian guy, and he's got this girlfriend, and they're two goofballs really, but they're funny together. And he's building her a 62 Chevy 2 gasser. And he got this Speedway kit for the front. It's all got the the drop axle and all that. I don't know how she's gonna drive this thing, but
some mornings I'm 125.
Yeah.
Some mornings 21. Yeah. D&D Speed Shop. I'll check it out. Yeah, D&D.
Yeah.
He also liked Rain Man Ray.
Yeah, but I
lost track of him, and I found him again for him yesterday. So I don't know what he's up to lately. Rhonda loves Scotty. Oh, Scott Kilmer. Okay.
Oh.
You have to check that one out, Scott Kilmer.
I've got a lot of channels.
We don't have a channel, but a lot of people out there would probably like to see how we're coming along with it. Yeah. You can get free editing software and just throw your pictures in that and upload it to your channel.
It doesn't look like it now in here, but at one time we did a lot of interior work.
We did.
This chair here used to be powdered blue cloth, and it used to be baby blue.
That couch there was floral,
like grandma.
Sofa.
And we had this baby blue carpet in here, and
it was very early 90s, like southwesterny with the shadow boxes. And
I was really kind of hoping for like avocado green shag.
Yeah.
So
how's the Arkansas weather?
Yeah, it was beautiful today.
absolutely gorgeous.
Got a
And
little
then
hot
it got hot
this afternoon. It was 88
afternoon.
this afternoon.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been
Turn
real
the air,
pretty.
but we ran most of the day without the air on, but then I
Yeah.
had to turn the oven on in here, so then it got hot.
Making potatoes.
Making potatoes. Yeah, we're happy with it, Davey.
Yeah.
And you know, the leaves are starting to change, starting to fall.
So you start seeing all the trash in
Yeah.
people's front yards.
The leaves go away, and you can see through all the plants into everybody's yards, and it's like,
Oh, look at all the
I didn't
yard
know the
art
house
they have.
was there.
And then spring comes again, and it's like, wow, it's like being in a park. It looks like a junkyard for a few months out of the year, but oh well. You know, no one complains. That's the best thing about it.
You got your junk in your yard. I got my junk in
Now,
my
if you
yard.
wanna put a junky old black Cadillac in your yard, you can.
I hate the summer. I'm so glad autumn is getting close. And see, I don't like. It's not that I don't like autumn. I just don't like winter, and I know it's right around the corner when leaves start falling. It makes me sad. I really don't like winter anywhere. But part of, you know, take the good, you take the bad, right? Something like that.
Now, you know,
someone's going to build
Amanda, lawn art, you know what that is.
Someone's going to build a garage for our Cadillac, and then it'll be their Cadillac, right? Is that what you're saying?
Well, we got that lean-to out there that we could park it, because I don't want it to get hammered by hail, but hail season's over with now, I think. Yeah, it could still happen, but I just put it out there. My truck's got a bunch of hail dents in it.
What kind of heat you have in your trailer?
Well, we usually use electric, but we also have propane. Yeah. But that's only for when it gets really, really cold.
Can't prevent Kevin is spreading on what a rotten person I am to a lot of YouTubers, RV Davey says.
What?
Well, hey, at least he's talking about you. He doesn't talk about us. I don't know why he'd say that. Ignore him. Bill will build it for your Cadillac. Yeah. Yeah. No. He's got to sell it to make the money to be able to do those things, but he wants to keep it and drive it. It's his Cadillac.
Yeah, it's yours too. I always try to get you to drive it.
Love summer. Used to love winter. Not anymore. Can't wait to start chasing sunshine next year. Ronald Silva.
Yeah, well, you know, the thing, I don't know, most RVers think that if you go to like Montana or you go up north, that it's cooler, but
it's not.
It's not. You got to go up in altitude if you want to be cooler. You could you could go to Idaho and be in Idaho and catch them in Sun Valley, Idaho, and it's screaming freaking hot. But if you go up the Galena Summit up there by Stanley and stuff, it'll snow in August. So
hey, Mega Van Mike.
There he is.
Yeah, how you guys doing? You've been traveling and seeing things? I like your videos. He's got a good channel too.
Yeah, you need to do another drinking card playing video. That was a fun one. They were crazy that night. We had so much fun. We're just laughing at you two.
Oops, John. Do you believe in using those little bottles of fuel cleansers, Bill? I mean, say for example on the Cadillac. The Lucas stuff? Is that what you're talking?
I'll tell you, it doesn't use a drop of oil. It's about due for another oil change.
Using those?
Well, I use Lucas in the motorhome. In my pickup I run Rotella T6 full synthetic, which is a high detergent diesel oil.
Good night. Good night, Ron.
Good night, Ron.
Catch you again later. Thanks for popping on. An older camper or RV rebuild project takes a lot of time and effort, not to mention material costs.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
We want to build a house, but the problem is everything's too expensive right now. Reedsburg, Wisconsin, visiting family before we take off.
Okay.
Condo sold. No.
I didn't get anything, John and Patty.
Wow, they're 3 days full-time nomadic. So what are you going to do? Just stay in Wisconsin in your RV? See if it explodes when it gets cold? That's the trouble, man. You gotta.
Go south. They'll stay out of the cold.
You'll learn where you got to go to keep for free. But you know, sometimes down here in Texas it gets 10
David,
below.
take care. Good seeing you. Hope your team wins. Oh, okay.
Okay, well, 8:30. That's the magic number for tonight. We went over because we had that screw up.
John didn't send anything, did he? I can't. There's nothing on here, John. So I don't know.
It says accidentally sent a URL.
Yeah, but we didn't get it. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just out there floating around in internet land, I guess. We should probably let these people go.
Yeah, you guys probably all want to go to
just till it gets
sleep.
cold. Maybe another month, then going southwest. Good. Keep making videos, and we'll keep watching.
There you go.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in twice tonight.
Yeah, I hate that when that happens. But hey, what? We love
you too. It's always cheerful and good-natured laugh. Please be safe and healthy. We'll do our best.
Yeah, that's what we want to do. Healthy would be a nice thing for a change.
Jerry, tell Wes hi.
Yeah. You guys all be great. Have a great rest of the week.
Thank every one of you guys for
be on the
tuning
lookout for Darla's going to throw out a video here the next day or so.
Tomorrow.
And we'll try to get some more stuff up.
Yeah.
And make it fun. We just been working on stuff, you know. Anyway, you guys have a great one. Thanks for watching.
Thank you guys.
Good night.
Good night.